items on the menu. I'm just surprised, like,
This one.
it's the foie gras. It's like, I didn't really think places still serve it. It's very barbaric.
We do have it. It's a traditional French restaurant. We do have a couple vegetarian options if that's more what you're looking for. I can grab my manager on duty if you'd like.
That would be greatly appreciated. We are actually quite concerned about this item. Like, I understand that you're a French restaurant and it's a traditional French item.
Yeah.
However, do you understand the suffering that is involved in the process of creating that item?
We understand. We just like my points like this is very different. I'm not the owner. I'm just the manager.
Right.
My point is just like so many barbarie are everywhere. With the human as well.
Absolutely.
So the duck is like something like, yes, it's a concern. It's not a big deal in Canada, I think, just because it's very like more like a French side. I see the farm as a French, and I know like it's very like insane to see them in the canal like fed like the way they are fed.
So do you say that the place that you get your foie gras from does not?
No, the foie gras is import. Like now we don't produce the foie gras anymore because of the big contest happened last year. So we don't want to do our own foie gras anymore.
Okay, so what do you?
So we just import from Calgary, and Calgary import from France.
Yes, right. So it's still foie gras. Right?
It's still foie gras. It's still exactly like the foie gras. We never change the production of the foie gras. We never change the way they use it. But it's like to eat some veal. But in France, like we have the horses as well. So we are more fighting with the horses consumption than the foie gras consumption.
The which
horse? We eat horses in France. Horses. Horse riding?
Yes. Oh, horses. Yeah, I know.
So we more fighting in France with the horses. As I know me, like I'm more engaged with the horses because I think it's terrible. But
yeah. And see, and then our perspective would be that all that
This feels
equal. Right?
And it feels just as terrible.
At the end, it's just like I just like remember to see a post a long time ago, like how the animal, like we should not eat some animal. We get out like last year because of the controversy we have, like we take it out of our menu because we don't want any email and we don't want any more phone call and we don't want to be in this fight at all. And because it just like we just like want to give like what people finally like request.
Okay.
It's more practical to not have it, really. Like if it's a thing that you don't want to get emails about and the price is impractical.
We're just thinking like we work as well with customers, so the customers are as well like the reason why we're working. It's like to make some food for what people want to eat. So if like it's like the vegan people when they're coming in the restaurant, I'm always like, guys, like why you ask a French restaurant to adjust in your vegan side if you don't eat cream cheese and produce from animal? I'm so sorry, I'm from France. I know we're cooking a lot with butter and cream and it's a base. It's like,
okay, well no, that's fair. I get what you're saying.
It's more like that. It's the reason why my boss takes back the foie gras, not because he totally gets the fact and he's totally like obsessing as well with this thing. But people request to have the foie gras and expecting to have some foie gras in a French restaurant. So we try to find a solution. It didn't work too much because no one orders the foie gras. It's way too expensive. I even told my customers, just like a slice of brioche with a slice of foie gras on the top at $35, we can do better with different items.
Right. So here's our perspective. So we have done the emails, okay, and we have called you guys, and no one has answered, and no one has responded to our emails. This item needs to be removed from your menu. Now, I'm not going to cause a disruption here today. I had planned on doing that, but you're being quite nice. You're being very
I'm very honest. I prefer to be. I think like honesty like is half of like the understanding. If I start to lie,
exactly.
For the reason it will not go anywhere.
Exactly, and I'm about creating a conversation and communication. Okay. So, however, with that being said, we are not going to stop. So we've started a campaign, and it's been going on for around 2 months. Just for calling and emailing, and no one's replied, which is fair. So now we're here and we're introducing ourselves. My name is Jareen.
Nice to meet you, Marjorie. I'm not the owner. I really want to make this point. I'm the manager.
No, I know.
I don't have any decision.
No, and that's fine.
And that's also part of the we understand your position in like in the
It's a
queue
bit,
of it.
yeah, it's a bit, and but I know my boss as well. We're already talking about that because of like what happened with the mail and everything. And it's something like he didn't want to be in this type of fighting. He's not a fighter at all.
Okay.
Just like he's very easygoing. He just put the foie gras back because we
Okay.
find someone in Calgary.
Okay, well then you must let him know. Okay, when I've started a campaign, I do not stop. This is just the first step. The next step is an inside disruption, and then an outside disruption every freaking day until it's and I won't stop. So if you could just maybe
I will let him know.
Let
I
him
just
know we've
hope
come.
tonight at least you can enjoy a nice experience. I don't know like if
I
you
did
want
with
to
you.
stay.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
I
having
don't
that
know
with
like if you want to stay as well for
No,
the dinner tonight
no.
because you see that on the menu, so maybe it's like against your conviction as
Yes,
well, and
yes,
you don't want
we
to
are
stay in
going to
this
leave.
place.
We are going to
I
leave.
totally understand this point as well.
Yes.
You're being so polite.
Yes, and I
But
appreciate
it's
that.
like you ask nicely, and it's just like it's a point of view. Like
Yes.
just like he's like I have nothing else to say. Like it's a point of view. I need to respect the point.
I appreciate that.
But like that, we just like going like we make the world better.
Exactly, and that's what we're trying to do.
For an
Exactly.
item on the menu, we just like, and it's understanding. I told him like my point of view, just thinking like so many things happen in the world to just focusing on the life of the dog because I thinking it's like lower for what happened in Africa, like even like in Ukraine.
Yeah.
I think when you start caring as much as you can for the littler lives, it makes it easier to care for the bigger ones.
We tried to
And
get a
I'm very
response.
happy you came as well, and we have this type of
Yes.
connection because I know exactly where I can go in with him and told him like, they came, we have a nice talk. Just like
I appreciate that.
Like I appreciate that as well because you are very nice, and I love when people like defend their point but not with aggressivity.
Right?